As you can see, so many incredible exhibits, and Winkhaus is no exception. I'm joined by the wonderful Andrew. Andrew, welcome.
Thank you.
Andrew, Fit 25, it's bigger than ever, isn't it?
It is. It's such an important show for us. It provides the perfect launch platform for new innovations. And this year, we've got a stand full of them for you.
Well, before we delve into those innovations, I just want to ask you how quickly it's changing. You know, we do the show every 2 years, but technology, AI, everything's coming into play. How fast is this industry moving for you?
Hugely, and standards for that matter. So we've got a big part of our stand that's dedicated to fire, although it's not a fire-focused show. The legislation there has changed hugely in the last couple of years, but we've now got big changes on security standards as well. And that is driven by burglary data. It's driven by ultimately trying to design down crime, which is the job of the police crime initiatives. So having those new standards, it means we need to update our game as an industry. And of course, compliance means continued delivery of products to market.
I mean, in a way, that's always a tough thing anyway, isn't it, in our industry?
Absolutely, and that's why the standards evolve. They evolve in line with burglary data. They evolved and changed the attack methodology, which doors and windows are tested to. They're not just linked into how we as an industry bring products to market, they're linked into building regulations. So PAS 24 is the standard that's changing at the moment. We've got a host of solutions I'll show you at the end of this piece we're doing today with you that meet those new requirements. But we also need that for Windows. One of the big changes that's coming is approved document Q is moving from just new build to being a requirement for refurbishment. So when you're doing upgrades, you'll need to meet these requirements going forward.
Will that happen as well when people go and buy a home, for example, that's already been done, but maybe not to that standard? Will there be something put into their regulations for mortgages, for example, to go, before you can buy this property, this needs to be upgraded?
It won't be before they buy it, but it'll be, if you remember things like loft insulation, etc., it'll become a requirement going forward. So at the moment, I live in a house that's, say, 14 years old. At the time, the products, when they were put in, would have met the regulations then. If I now want to replace, going forward, my doors and windows, when the changes come through, it's about a 2-year transition. It's not been officially set yet, so it's probably going to be mid-28 when this goes live. Then I will need to comply with that. And to help people on their compliance journey, we've got a laboratory that are already accredited to the new regulation. They can UCAS test you to new PAS 24 standards. Ready to go.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I want to see what you have here, because this is one of the biggest stands in the event, and I love this. Brilliant. Let's start here. Talk me through.
So let's start. We're a hardware manufacturer, so we provide door locking solutions and window fitting systems. This is the first of our new innovations at the show. This is PrimePort. It's one of 3 solutions available. PrimePort AS. We also have the SK and the AS. So in a nutshell, sliding system. So if I slide this across, sash weights can be upgraded from either 200 kilos with the standard bogey system up to 250 kilos of sash for bigger windows. In terms of configuration, quite often this would probably be quite a big back property at the end of the day, but if you want another window sliding in the opposite direction for a much bigger opening, you can achieve that with PrimePort as well. Also has the safety close feature, so as we slide it back, children may be getting a bit excited, the unit will brake itself automatically, move into position. Brilliant with windy situations. And then as you lock into place, it retracts. And that engages additional gaskets here that really push the unit flush. So if you're in a high-rise application and this is now a bigger balcony, wind loads, really, really relevant. So PrimePort A has been launched at the show.
And again, we live in a world where the weather systems are changing all the time, and that didn't seem like a problem in our country, for example, but it is a big thing.
It is. Now, if you're talking about high-rise and higher applications, I'll take you in this direction, if I may.
Let's get you around here.
So again, another aluminium system. This is part of our AluPilot system that we're actually doing live demonstrations of during the show. The great thing with that is it allows people to see the benefits for themselves. Very quick system to install, saves between 10 and, if you take the whole supply chain, up to 20 minutes per window.
Oh wow!
Huge difference.
20 minutes.
So I'll talk you through that in a moment. But if I show you the product really quickly, so this particular one is a new handle position. It's modular. Part M of building regulations is designed, if you like, off the back of the old disability DDA regulations. So if I'm somebody who's maybe is in a wheelchair, somebody who needs a low handle position, how do you drive much bigger windows? Think of your larger build designs, your apartments. Architects trying to maintain a sight line low down. So this is an ergonomic position. That unique piece can be moved around the window depending on where you want it, but you've got a low operating position for either tilt with a restriction, or in this case, full turn. So very easy to operate, and more importantly, low down for them as well. That's the beauty of a modular system, so it changes as we actually go through. For Mayor Gaines?
I was going to say, safety is a really big thing on everything you've demonstrated and that we've seen over here.
Absolutely. It's not just about security with us, it's about safety as well. So when you get higher up in your high rises, we obviously have multi-occupancies and families within those. Yeah. A lot of the designs these days are now done with small balconies. You need that window opening to give you that ventilation purge. Big glass facades, very hot during the day. How do I have it but maintain safety? So within the same family of Value Pilot products, we've got a new safety restrictor, tested and designed to work with the EN standard, EN 13126. That's completed its testing now, and it's a child safety restrictor. So if parents are in the room, they don't want their children going out on the balcony. Absolutely. First turn, this then will restrict it to around about 85 centimetres. Yep. 85 centimetres, 85 mil. So that gives you a ventilation option, but more importantly, the child can't get out. Absolutely.
That's really good, yeah.
With a different handle than the one we're showing on the stand, you put that in the lock position, and even if they try and do anything else, they can't move it any further.
Right.
Unlocking
it's like a double safety system built into that then, isn't there?
Parents there, or if you're a part of the family that haven't got them, you then can fully open.
That's
and then step out onto the balcony. We mentioned Value Pilot earlier on.
Yes, let's take a look over here.
The system, doing demonstrations 4 times a day. So the team are actually going to do a live fabrication. Starts off with a kit. All our kits are bespoke for each window, and they are pre-assembled parts. So instead of having to put lots of components together when you build the window, when you bring your products in from a stocking point of view, you bring in one box. And at the end of it, you've got one piece of cardboard to remove the waste. There's no cutting, there's no drilling that you'd have in normal window fabrication. This clicks together.
So the simplicity is really what's key here, and waste.
Productivity, speed of installation, saving on waste, saving on stock inventory management as well. Yeah. So there are huge benefits with Value Pilot, but being able to demonstrate it, fabricators and installers can see that for themselves today.
I love that. You have so much here, it's incredible. Let's move on, shall we?
Here's our big launch. We mentioned security standards earlier on today. So if we look at the center part of a locking system, the gearbox, this particular one here now has a 2-star cylinder protection handle with a 1-star cylinder to give a 3-star security solution, and is now paired with our Polaris Smart E-Turner. Being launched at the show, will be available around October this year, and this is a big game changer. A lot of smart turners are designed for single point locks. In the UK, we use multi-point locks, so hooks at the top and bottom, or bolts, deadbolts in the middle. And we also have historically had an industry issue of thermal expansion around doors, which makes locks harder to operate. This product, this crafted synergy range, is designed to work solely with Winkhaus products. They are integrated. So the cylinder works particularly with engineered, German company of course, precision engineered to work with the lock. Exactly the same here. So Polaris you configure to the lock that you want it to work with. Yep. Normally the motors will just turn until they get to a locking position or back. This will only work with the lock it's programmed to, and a Winkhaus lock with that.
And people can come and experience that now, even though this is not available until October?
Yes, so simple operation, and I've just unlocked the door, and the app control is all in place here as well. So you can see that, you can see the demonstration. We're starting to show some of the functionality that we're preparing for fabricators and installers, so that they can take the product to market, and for end users for theirs. And we'll bring that whole package together. So we started talking about standard change. We will end up with all of that in the packs for the installer network.
Now, before I let you go, I think we've got one more very quick product that we want to quickly have a little look at. Let me come this way before I let you go, because I feel like I've stolen you from everyone else at this show. But you have so many incredible innovations here. We really have a little look through these.
And this gives us a nice link at the very end. Part, again, of the Crafted Synergy range is that 3-star security solution. So taking the cylinder, 2-star cylinder protection to give you a 3-star solution. Around the cylinder with this particular one, we've got 2-star escutcheon, again plus the 1-star cylinder, another 3-star solution, and a further 3-star solution made up with 2-star protection on the inside, clamping the cylinder in place. All of that's designed to protect the cylinder around the new attack methodology, and is already compliant to PAS 24 and has never failed a security test.
I love it, Andrew. Thank you so much for your time. Before I let you go, why should everyone come to FIT Show 2025, and why, more importantly, should they come and visit you here, Andrew?
It's innovation, it's stay up to date with the legislation, stay up to date with the standards. It's a biannual show now, do not miss out. Come and join us at FIT Show.
Andrew, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Come down and visit Andrew. This is FIT Show 2025.